Alright guys, so this is what they look like all jarred up. They're so pretty. Those are just pretty to put on the shelf. But what I ended up doing, because I had a little bit overage, so I put some in this jar with a little bit of olive oil. This is just a small amount. To see as these kind of get a little dehydrated in the oil. I'm thinking about using these on our pizza for pizza night this week, and we'll see how they taste, if they're good. I'm telling you that they're really tasty just to eat, like a chip in place of a chip, I guess. It doesn't really taste like a potato chip or anything like that, but it's just, if you're looking for a snack that's crunchy, that friendly, waist friendly, there you go. Hi guys, Brandy here from Sewing Back. I am preserving all of my Julliet tomatoes. This is what the Julliet ones look like. And I have more. This is just the first basket. And what I have done is I have cut the ends off, sliced them in half, sometimes thirds if it was big enough. And I am going to put them in my food dehydrator. I'm salting this batch. I'm going to salt some and not salt some. And one of the things I want to use it for is pizza topping throughout the year. But I'd also like to be able to put some in oil and kind of see how that goes. But it starts with doing this and getting them dehydrated. I imagine it's going to take a while because it takes a good bit for some of the tomato skins. So I bet this is going to take, I'm going to guess about 30 hours. And give or take. I'm going to start with 12 and check it. Alright, so I got my food dehydrator loaded with 6 trays. A few cherry tomatoes, almost all of them are the Julliet tomatoes, and we are going to get this thing going. So what I've read is to start it at 135. And I'll probably check it after a couple hours, and I may turn it down to 125. Alright guys, these just beat. It's the next morning. They ran for 12 and a half hours. So let's see what they look like. Yeah. They're pretty dry, but they're not done. Like, they still have moisture in them. So now I'm gonna let it cool down. Those are pretty crispy actually on top. So it looks like the ones that have the holes in the mesh, they're a little bit more crispy than the fruit roll. Alright guys, so this was my second drying. This was at the lower temperature for my Julliet tomatoes. And yes, those are totally done. Like, they're totally dry. And so I've done some research, and I've seen several people like put that they go ahead and put these in olive oil. However, I've done a little research, and I've seen some conflicting statements as to whether that's the wise thing to do or not. What I read and what I'm going to do is I'm going to put these with an oxygen absorber in a mason jar, seal it up, and then when I want to use this as a marinade type sun-dried tomato, I will put that in olive oil then to be used, you know, over a brief period of time, not for a long time storage. So anyway, I think that's probably a wise recommendation, and that's the one I'm choosing to follow. If you've tried something different, let me know. Those look really good though. I'm really excited. This was a lot of tomatoes, and there's no way we could have eaten all of these right now. Taste it. Ooh, these are good just to eat because I put salt. Very flavorful. Like you could just eat those. Wow. Okay, I'm really happy with that. I put a little bit of salt on them. Some of them I didn't. I tasted one of each. Honestly, the one that I put salt on, I don't really taste the salt so much, but the tomato is so flavorful. Wow, that's really good. So anyway, this was my hack that I don't know if it's a hack, but a way I wanted to try to preserve some of the harvest. So anyway, if you have a food dehydrator, or if you're wanting to try to dry them out in your oven, you know, as long as you can get your oven down low enough, they say you can do that. I haven't tried that, but I love this. This was fantastic, and I can't wait to get those in the jars. So until next time, bye.